Have you ever heard the term, a picture says 1,000 words? Well, it sure does when it comes to, boom, there we go. This. This is from the Philadelphia Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia, the Philly Fed. They put out charts all the time. This particular chart has to do with housing permits. This is how many houses are being permitted. When you permit a house, okay, your intent is to build afterwards. But for the most part, this is a very credible chart. Of course, credible as far as the housing permits are concerned. What this shows me that since 2015, which was the peak, the very peak, as you can see here, 2015, the very peak of the housing permits actually beat the 2005, 2006 level. Okay, this has to do with how many houses are being built and so forth. Look at the glut. Look at the permits. Look at all that. That's a lot, and it actually fell from there. And it has not recovered. As a matter of fact, it recovered just a little bit between 2015 and the early portion of 2016. But here we are in actually July, end of July 2016. This was taken, this census was taken about a month ago. And look at that precipitous drop right there. So you have an interesting situation here. I'm looking at the red right now, and this has to do with New Jersey. And you're like, oh, New Jersey, NJ right there. How about Delaware? Let's look at Delaware. Not as bad as New Jersey as far as, the housing permit craziness, but it still went up there. It's still actually everything bottomed here in 2009. Housing permits went up, but it looks like it's forming a little bit of a head and shoulders. Still, the main thing is here's 2016. It's going down. Pennsylvania really didn't recover that much, and it's actually kind of steady as far as housing permits are concerned. But looking at the overall view, the U.S., again, housing permits topped out overall on average in the U.S. Remember, this is from June 2016. Then this is that bluish area in the back. Then housing permits went way down to 2009, and that's where everything bottomed, about 2009, 2011. And then they went up, but it looks like it's kind of staggering now. And it seems like the last trend was down between the end part of 2015 to the early part of 2016 on a U.S. basis overall. What is this saying? Well, it's not a recovery per se as far as real estate's concerned. I don't see any recovery here as far as the last few months to even a year. So, when you hear stuff like that in the corporate media news stations, search for it yourself. Search the information yourself. We have something called the internet. Use it to your best advantage. Housing permits are it. That is the number one factor when it comes to the health of the economy. You don't have a healthy economy, people are not going to buy homes. People are not buying homes. Housing permits go down, and so forth. And does that mean that the economy was really healthy in 2015? No, that's a different story. Every one of these peaks have a different story behind them. So, and that had to do with the low interest rates and the money printing and so forth. Extremely low interest. They bring the interest rates even lower now. I mean, heck, we got negative interest rates in some parts of the East and in Europe. And what's happening? Where's the recovery? I don't see it here when it comes to real estate. Sorry. What else can I say? I'm just one person. That's all I am. No, really, that's all I am.